Right now he's like cursing the other team. Like, what are you saying? And my boyfriend was like, because this is exactly it. This is exactly what happens. If you ever come to the UK, you need to experience it. It's so good.
Oh.
Hi, my name is Amy and I'm a Tottenham fan from England. I'm 23 years old and I've lived in the UK my whole life, and I just moved to Korea in September and I'm living here for 1 year. I started to support Tottenham in 2018. It was during the World Cup. I was watching England and Korea at the same time because my boyfriend is Korean, so he wanted to support both countries. In the England national team, there's 5 Tottenham players, and in Korean, obviously, there's Son. So we watched, it was the Germany game, the last goal. The Germany goalkeeper just came out and Son ran past him and hit it into the goal. And I remember remembering him for that reason because it was so funny. Like, the whole game was so funny, and it made me so happy because, you know, like, England and Germany have like a rivalry in football. So it was really like a proud moment for me as well. So yeah, because of the World Cup, my boyfriend and I both became Tottenham fans. I went to the Wembley Stadium when the new stadium was being built. I watched Tottenham one time in 2019. Because there are season hoarders, like, people pay yearly for like a subscription, and it means that they get priority over the tickets. The English Premier League is pretty much impossible to get tickets to unless you're really rich or you're really lucky. From my experience, yeah, tickets are like £70, so like double the price. It was so exciting because there were so many like Korean fans, but also like a lot of like Englishmen. So it was like our two countries coming together. There were so many, like, in the gift shop, every Son product was like nearly sold out because the Korean fans were coming, and there were so many Korean girls there as well because I think they were there to support Son. So yeah, when we got into the stadium, we were one of the first people. We got there like 2 hours early, which nobody does. Everyone comes like 20 minutes before, and we got there 2 hours early and we were just sitting there like so cold. But we just wanted to like experience. We saw Norwich and Tottenham play in 2019. So it was like, I don't know which season, but if it was like the 31st of January. Norwich scored first and everyone was so angry. All the Tottenham fans were so angry because I think it was something to do with the defenders. They made a mistake and they let through one of the players. And then towards the end of the match, I think it was like the 80th minute maybe, Son scored and everyone went crazy because they couldn't believe it. Like, Son actually saved the game. I actually have the video of it, which I will send to you. So we were sitting there and we were like, wait, did he score? And my boyfriend was like, because he really wanted to see Son score. I can't remember what happened after that, but I'm pretty sure Tottenham won because I left really happy. This is exactly it. This is exactly what happened. Yeah, right now he's like cursing the other team. Like, what are you saying? They're so aggressive, I don't know. Goals against like a big team, like Chelsea's such a big team. If he can do that, probably like the Manchester United game that just happened when they had 6 goals, it would have been like this as well. The thing is, you probably can't see this, But there's like different sections. So this section is all Tottenham fans, and it depends on where you buy your ticket from, which part you're put in. So for example, if I went to a Tottenham and Arsenal game and I bought my tickets from Tottenham, I would be put in the Tottenham section. And this is because if you mix the fans, there'll be big fights, like physical fights. So what you can't see is the opposition team. If like the barrier between the seats, there's massive, like there's loads of security here, and they will be like fighting with each other, which is what you can't see here, but that also happens. Yeah, it's really common. I went to see Arsenal play one time in 2018, and I was sitting on like the barrier like edge, and it was the funniest thing I've ever watched in my entire life. They were so aggressive, like, you can't do that, look at him, look what he just did. And then the other team like, oh, you don't even know, watch when we score next, like this kind of thing. And the guards were like, just stop it, just stop. But they wouldn't stop. To be honest, if the weather was warmer here, I wouldn't be surprised if they took off the shirt and started doing this, because this is like what they would do if it was hotter.
You didn't like this?
No. To be honest, my favorite part of going to watch football is seeing their reactions. I just sit there and laugh so much. Like, I love when like any team scores, because it's so funny just watching them like argue or like be so happy, or it's the funniest thing. Like, if you ever come to the UK, you need to experience it. It's so good. I mean, personally I don't, because they're a bit scary, but some of them like start hugging each other like, we did it. At first it was weird because I felt like maybe people wouldn't understand, but actually British people were really understanding, because they knew like for Korean people it's a big thing. Like I can only think of 2 Korean players, Park Ji-sung and 손흥민, and for Korean people it's very big because not many Koreans get the chance to play in an English like team. So I think like they kind of like they understand why they want to show like the flag. I feel like Harry Kane has let down the team. Like with his injuries, he hasn't really been there. It's hard, it's very controversial. Okay, for me, I prefer Son, but I think British people generally would say Kane because of their pride, because he's a British man, they want to feel like proud of British men. But I think deep down we all know it's Son. So today I spoke about what happens in a British stadium when Son Heung-min scores a goal. So if you like this video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe and comment your favorite Son goal. Bye!